Hey guys, Kev here, and this is your What's Hot video for the week, and it is December 20th. That is the date of the drop on Wednesday, the 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern. You'll be able to pick this stuff up. They sent me a couple things to check out. I'm going to show you the drop items on my phone because it's just going to be easier for me to upload it if I do it that way versus the screen sharing, which is the same thing, essentially. There is some cool stuff that I do not have in. Actually, I have pretty much all the stuff. Hang on one second. Let me just switch this up. Because that's dropping. And that's dropping. All right, there we go. So, let's talk about the drop, and then I'll actually show you the stuff so we can actually see what is dropping. So they have the Matzi Striga. $215 for this guy right here, which we'll go over in a little bit. I have been playing with this for a few days now, and I really like it. It's actually really well done, and I don't know, it's just an interesting little knife, so we'll talk about that. They have a bunch of cool versions, including Fat Carbon. I was thinking Fat Carbon would look cool on this. So right there, you can get Lava Flow Fat Carbon. It's still $215. I'm guessing it's going to be the M390s. Yep, M390s. We got the L Mercantile sold out keyring loop. We have the Tempest Knives Jetstream. I'll show you that here as well. They don't have this version. But it says sold out already. I'm thinking maybe they haven't dropped yet. They just haven't added them to the site yet is what I'm saying. So some of this stuff might show up at the drop time. It's just right now it's not there. But could also be sold out, but that's cool if they are. Good for Casey. We have the Jack Wolf Knives After Hour Jack in a bunch of different configurations. If you're after the Toxic Kieranite version that I think sold out in most places, you could get it at, yep, there's 3 left at Urban EDC right now. So if you have early access or they're still available once this drop goes live, then you could do that. Let me just clean this. Either my screen is dirty or the camera's a little dirty, and either way, now it should be better. So that's the After Hours Jack. Those are $350. We have the FocusWorks Drifter Slider we're going to talk about. Those are $79. They're in plastic, and they're made in Canada by Jordy over there. So they're cool. They do have cool design details. It is plastic, but it's got to be made out of something, and there's still the machine time and everything in there, so I get it. And then we have the Daily Customs Huntsman. I have that one right here in aluminum Cerakote for $199. Some more snap key ring guys that may be available at the drop, and then another Daily Customs Tinker in OD green for $120. So there is your drop, which is very cool. And that'll be at 3 p.m. tomorrow, the 20th. Now, we can talk about the stuff that I have here. They sent me these 3 to check out. I own these 2, so it works out. The Jetstream here is a fantastic knife. If those are sold out, you can get it at Tempest Knives website as well. So you don't have to get it from Urban EDC if they are sold out. I think they only had a few. And there's different configurations on the Tempest website. I have the Tux version, I would call it, with the black titanium, PVD titanium. It's got really nice milling. You can't see the micro milling, but it's there. And then you have a satin clip, filler tab with the milling on it. And then you have satin hardware, pivot and everything, and a sand washed or bead blasted blade, which is really nice. The D10 on this is very good. If you like a larger knife, I think this is a good one. Fits the hand really well, but it's definitely an 8-inch knife. It's not, on the smaller side like I usually like, but really fidgety, really fun. Inset liner lock, just really well done by Casey, and I'm happy for him. So check out the Jetstream. We have the After Hours jack. This dropped last week everywhere else, but Urban EDC always does their drop during their gear drop. So any of the versions that are sought after and sold out, you can try to get on their drop. Beautiful belt satin, purple haze, fat carbon, purple accents, S90V. I mean, just an absolute banger right here from Jack Wolf Knives. I love this knife a lot. And yeah, if you didn't pick one up on the drop, now's a good time to pick one up. And they have the Kieranite version, which I think is what everybody, you know, was after. And so check that out. But really cool knife, the After Hours jack. So let's talk about the Striga here. So this is a, I believe, Best Tech made knife from the Matzy. And my initial thought was, yeah, it looks a lot like the Brian Brown knives. Dutchman and a Vero had a baby, which is kind of cool, actually, if you think about it. And I have been sitting here flipping this thing, and they really got it right. I mean, it has great acoustics. When it pops out of there, it fires out of there really nicely. The Dutchman does that too, by the way. Urban EDC Dutchman, that is. They have a production version, so you can probably pick that up right now too if you wanted to. If you wanted a Brian Brown looking version of this knife, basically. But you have this really nice flat here, and it's really comfortable in the hand. Now, you don't get a lot of blade, obviously, but it's comfortable in the hand, and you can wrap your thumb up here for slicing, and then you can get it up here for indexing, which is nice. It does have a steel insert, has a bolster lock design. It has these triangle-shaped thumb studs that actually have a lot of grip. I keep missing them. I don't know why. It's not the knife. It's just, well, it is. It's how small it is, I think. But it's not the studs. They're done really well. Here's a look at the knife. Just, it's really cool. I like this design. The Striga. It's got some milling in there. It's not heavy at all. I mean, look at the action on a, you know, what is it? 2-inch blade, maybe? Here, I'll show it to you. Oh, I don't have a nip right here. Here's the Vanish from Kvist. All right, maybe you've seen that. It's smaller than that. So, I mean, it's a really small knife. Here's a Trevor Berger Urban. This is a custom. It should be the same size, just for reference. You can see how tiny the Matzy is. So it's cool. It's got a nice pivot there. It's fun to reverse flick. It's got a great detent. It's fun to thumb flick. It's fun to slow roll out of there. So you have some different options. It works left-handed, actually, pretty well. I mean, you can't flip the clip, but you can operate it pretty well. Definitely better right-handed because you have the clip, but you can get it to work pretty well left-handed. Ergonomically feels pretty good left-handed. I have not tried the clip. Actually, I have. I carried this, and it was fine. Sorry. It's a shorter clip, but it has good retention. Didn't feel too tight or anything. So, yeah, I actually carried this for a day and had no issues. Totally forgot. But, yeah, well done. I like this little cut back here. Just a cool knife. So, that's the Striga, 215 on that. This is the FocusWorks fidget slider. Why can't I remember the name of it? I just saw it, didn't I? It's the Drifter. And I like it in some ways, and in other ways, I don't. I think it's cool, you know, having a fidget like this, you know, machined in Canada and all that good stuff, so it's not a Chinese fidget like most of them are. But the magnets are a little too strong, or the acrylic isn't, like, slidey enough on itself. Because I feel like what you're supposed to be able to do is do this and then kind of, like, rub it around in circles. So she said like this, right? But you can't really do that because of the magnet strength. They're just too strong. I think the magnets in this example are just too strong. And maybe it's the acrylic, because with the acrylic, it's a lot lighter weight. So the magnets, you know, feel stronger. But you can kind of get it to the edge and then spin it around and have it pop from magnet to magnet. You can kind of play that game. You can even play with it backwards, which I found was kind of fun. Like this. That's kind of how I want it to play normally. I want the magnets to be a little bit softer so I can do that when the magnets are attracting and not just this way. But this actually is pretty fun. So then you can put it back and then, you know, try to play with it this way. It's just, you can get it once it's going, it can kind of work, but once it gets all caught up, it just doesn't work too well. Now, I've been told you can unscrew these. So there's like these caps. These are what hold the magnets in place. So this comes off and then your magnets are dropped in there. So technically I could, I guess, swap them out. But I've been told you can unscrew those and it would make the magnets feel, you know, weaker, I guess. And maybe that's because now they can jump up a little bit and hit the top there. But it works a little bit, but I can't do it on both sides because this one gets caught. Like, it doesn't want to unscrew. I can only get it to do like a tiny turn. It doesn't want to come all the way loose. So I can't do it. Oh, did I get it? No. So I was thinking maybe a piece of rubber would work on it, but it just seems like it's probably not going to work. It'll go that little bit and then it'll close, but it won't. Yeah, no, it's not working. So I can only get it to loosen a little bit on that side. And it still makes it, it's just a little tough to get going. So, I don't know. This one's not for me. I think I handled a brass version or copper version at a show or something. And that worked a lot better because the magnets weren't pulling as hard because of this plastic. So, that's the Drifter. And then you have the Huntsman here from Custom, Daily Custom, sorry. So, you guys know the Huntsman. I still have my same complaints where the screw holes, they should give you the clip. That's basically my point. Basic Swiss Army knife. This one has the scissors. I think last week we looked at the Tinker, right? Or the Super Tinker. This one has the scissors and the saw. And then, maybe this is the same. The one I have that I always compare it to has the screwdriver. So maybe the difference is the screwdriver. Because mine has the saw. Pretty sure mine has a saw. Right? There's the blade. Those two. The small blade. What's on this side? Let me see. The awl. Oh, never mind. I have an awl. And then I have this. I think I have another one that's bigger. This is the what? Tinker? Maybe? I don't know. Sorry. But, yeah, this is the Huntsman. I think this is the one I have, the larger one I have. It has the saw and the scissors, which is cool, you know? And then you can buy little screwdrivers you can put in here, and then you have a little glasses screwdriver in there. It's really the best thing you can do when you have the corkscrew, because the corkscrew doesn't come in handy very often. But Cerakoted aluminum looks good. And Daily Customs. I think it was like $1.99 on this one. So there you go. That's the stuff for the drop. as usual, I appreciate LeftyEDC for sending along some stuff for me to check out. And let me know which one, if any, you're going to pick up. And I love you guys. So, hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.